our first guests who are no strangers to Hallmark fans. You may have seen her in Last Vermont Christmas or him in Marry Me at Christmas. Now you're going to see them together in their latest Hallmark Channel movie, Love, Fall, and Order, premiering this Saturday at 9/8 Central. Welcome back, Erin Cahill and Trevor Donovan, everybody. Like Hallmark royalty in our house. Great to have you guys. Good to see you. Look, they look fantastic together. No wonder they were cast together in this great film. You know, you can always tell when one of the films it just has an extra bit of energy about it, right? This
so
one
true.
definitely does.
It really does.
It really does. It's got a lot of momentum, and we can see why once we see some of the clips here.
Very sweet.
Now, reconnecting with some of our high school friends, or maybe even potentially sweethearts, is always very exciting. But for Patrick and Claire, your characters in this film, there's a little bit more meaning, and I'm not talking about romance in this case.
Right.
Tell us about it.
Well, so the movie starts off where I go home and I'm helping my father save his farm.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer, and so I kind of reluctantly get involved because...
Well, because I too am a lawyer, and I am the problem. I'm the source of the problem. I'm suing
I feel like, oh, he said it.
her dad.
He said it, like, oh, he went there.
Yeah.
That's not a good pickup line.
But you guys were actually adversaries in high school, too.
We have been, yes, we have been adversaries since we were very young in debate teams and stuff, constant competitors. So we're back at it again as adults.
And that's what drew me into wanting to fight my dad's case, because I found out my old rival was suing my dad. So no way I'm staying around.
I like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, being on these sets, you kind of get to know everybody really well. It's really intense for a short period of time. But I hear, Erin, you literally had the crew eating right out of your hands.
Well, just you were there the day
I wasn't. I missed out on. Is this the caramel apples?
Yes.
Ah, I missed the caramel apples.
I love this guy.
We've been talking about caramel apples, if you didn't see. So.
Oh, yeah.
We love caramel apples.
Me too, and which is a blessing and a curse. But yeah, there's a scene where I'm eating them, and you'll see it in the movie, and I'm talking to my dad, and he leaves, and I continue to eat it. And just in between takes, you know how I am, I would just keep eating them, and eventually got to the point, I got filled up to like my chin, so then eventually I would have to take a bite in the scene, and I started going, anybody want it, to the crew? And they were like, yeah. So that would literally, they would eat my other halves in my...
So the crew was like, let's do another take.
With a camera and a caramel apple like this. That's hysterical. I wish I had a picture of that. Well, we have a clip of the film. Not you eating caramel apples, but you guys getting back on track. Actually, your high school track. Take a look.
Any chance you're up for a race? You look like a worthy competitor.
Yeah? You're on. Regretting that cider donut from yesterday?
Never could I ever regret that donut. All right. Ready, set, go. Hey! I didn't say go yet! No fair! Oh, come on! Oh, interference!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on! No, scandal on the field. I call a do-over.
Oh, no do-overs.
Oh.
Winner. You know, I wonder how high school would have gone if we were friends and not competitors.
Would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. I'm just glad we can be friends now.
Look at that!
Adorable.
The two of them were just sitting back watching.
Sweet scene.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I mean, were either one of you athletes in school? Because you did pretty well running there.
No, no, thank you for asking. I mean, I'm a dancer. So I've danced my whole life, but not
You looked very coordinated running. I mean, they
Right.
wrote that scene without knowing how you guys would look running, so well done.
Yeah, because it's true. I know it sounds silly, but some people run like this, and you're like, what's going on?
You'd be like, that's awkward.
You know what I mean?
It would have been shocking.
Well, I will tell you this. I know the both of you were very liked in high school. You had a great time in high school. As a matter of fact, you were even crowned prom king. What a night for you. It must have been Trevor
do have
Donovan.
to correct you. I wasn't prom king. It was my junior year, and I was prom prince.
See, I didn't even
we
know
didn't
that was
have
a thing.
that. You were just
Is that
prom
a
king.
thing?
We didn't have a prince and a king.
Yeah, it was so.
Interesting.
I had,
I never knew that.
Gotcha,
senior
sure.
was the king, and
Okay.
junior was the
But that's a big deal.
That's you don't want to take anyone else's accolades. I appreciate that. Was it a good night?
It was a good day. We rode around the track on all vintage cars and waved like a parade. There's my high school photo.
You look the same.
Yeah.
Trevor Donovan is so cute.
So
But Interesting, that night we had the homecoming dance, and I went with the homecoming princess
Okay.
as my date, and she left with somebody else.
Whoa, that took a turn. I didn't see that coming.
I'm sorry, I know this is
I
supposed to
mean,
be all
that was-
happy
wow.
homecoming. It's all nice.
How,
and
did
daisies
you go
now,
to like
but
some therapy about it? You feel better about that now? You got through it? You worked your way through that?
I'm still single.
Does she? Well, I'll tell you, does she watch any of your films now? Because that kind of was a little bit of a mistake on her part.
I mean, right?
I bet she's kicking
That's
herself.
awesome.
Now, we don't have photos from that night, but we do have photos from your days on 90210 when you were also crowned homecoming. Was it king or prince this
Get it.
time?
This was king. It's interesting how
that.
this works. Yeah.
So you've gotten to be a prince and a king. Oh,
Yeah.
That's impressive.
You showed her.
Did your date
You
leave
showed
that
her
night?
on 90210.
Did your date stay that night?
No, he stuck around.
I didn't know that was the plot twist.
Yeah.
There you go. Good.
Yeah.
Now, Erin, homecoming queen, prom queen. I mean, you've got those boxes checked on your list
That's right.
too, right?
Yes.
that right?
Yes. But I always like to say that I was homecoming and prom queen because all the popular girls canceled themselves out, and I was just nice. Everybody was just like, "Oh, our buddy."
come on.
But truly, like I was just kind of Switzerland, so everybody was like, "That's easy. I'm not gonna."
You were very well deserved.
Yes,
of it,
and you were also very well liked. I think
Yeah.
you were even voted most likely to be a movie star. So
Which makes sense,
Very
especially I got to say you were prepared because you got the inspiration for one of your dresses from a Disney princess.
There it is.
There
right
it is.
There.
Oh, my goodness.
I designed my dress and I saved up. I worked like 2 jobs in high school and I had it made. Oh, are we going?
my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
adorable.
Mrs. King in Stafford, Virginia. If you're watching, thank you for my dress.
She helped you make it?
She made it. I just said, "This is what I want. And this is what I envision," and she found the material and helped design it. It's got little rhinestones and
Us Virginia girls. That's
I still have it.
You
guys.
don't.
I don't think I can fit into it, but I
But
still
you should
have
bring it here and we should DIY it. I mean, wait a minute. That did look like a princess, a real princess dress, and Halloween's right around the corner. You could potentially wear that for Halloween.
Oh my gosh! If I can, you know what, guys? I'm really tempted to try it on. See if
You
I
have
can
to do a
it.
side by side. How fabulous would that be? Now, Trevor, I know that you're not into Halloween as much as you used to be back in the day, and there might be good reason because you had a few mishaps with a vampire costume.
So I thought it would be a good idea. This is, I think, my first year at college. I thought, we were a big group of us getting ready for Halloween, getting dressed, and I was dressing up as a vampire, a bunch of makeup and different things like that. And I got to the fangs, and the spirit gum that they provide you with was just not doing the trick. So I thought it'd be a good idea to use acrylic nail glue.
Yeah, there you go. I think that sounds like a great
Bad
idea.
idea. It burns your fingers. I don't know
Trevor.
why you would put it in your
So
mouth.
I had fangs. I was going to college in Santa Barbara, and I was in class with 2 fangs for 3 days, and then a single fang for the next 4 days.
That's the shot that I wish you took was the single fang.
That's too much.
I mean,
And I had self-dyed my hair black with permanent
Stop.
dye, and it dripped
Stop.
down my face. So I also had stained forehead.
That must have been quite the look. Once again, we have no photos of that. You know, conveniently
This is
for you.
before all the smartphone
sure.
stuff, so.
Something tells me there's a photo
Right?
that
That
you
was
never want to
lucky.
show us. However, we do have a photo from you on your days at 90210, once
Somehow,
again dressed up
art
as a
re-
vampire.
Yeah.
So is it art imitating life?
Art imitating life.
Or life imitating
it's
art?
working there, man. Let me just tell
Yeah.
you that. It is
Yeah.
working there.
Did your teeth come out in this one? Or
No, we actually did this professionally. I was chaperoned through this.
It's working. Now, sticking with the Halloween theme, I love the fact that I've gone shopping for my kids when they were younger for the children's little Halloween costumes and those packages that are up on the wall.
Yeah, I love them.
And I see all the models on those fat packages, but guess what? Erin over here was a model for some of those children's Halloween packages. I mean,
way.
like, yes, we got a photo.
You can see this?
There
Oh,
she is.
sweet.
Princess of Persia. And silver screen star destined to be just that.
That's so
Okay,
funny.
I'm sorry, but the silver screen star, it's giving me chills once
Look at
again.
that.
Even when you were, how old were you there?
I think I was 10.
10. Look at that. They knew then.
How did they get you to do
That's
that?
so
Those
funny.
poses, like the Prince of Persia, that was a great, like woohoo! Like, how does that all happen? It was great.
I just remember going up to New York because I grew up in Virginia, but we shot those in New York. So going to New York and going to this big warehouse and just thinking it was the most glamorous thing I'd ever
It
seen.
is.
You know,
It's
for a
very
10-year-old?
impressive.
Yeah. That
I'm
was so
impressed.
fun.
You
So
guys
funny,
are
right?
you guys are so fun. We love
Look
that.
at you now. You guys need
Oh,
to go
my
back to your high
goodness.
school reunions.
Yeah, I know.
I think you do. They deserve to see you. And all you've become.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's having a little anxiety about
might
that.
have to put some
Don't
teeth
go
in.
back. Be
Oh,
sure
she's
everybody
gonna
at
leave
home.
with someone else again.
Watch Love, Fall in Order Saturday at 9, 8
this
Central
time.
on Hallmark Channel. And you can also keep up with all of our amazing premieres on our Hallmark Movie Checklist app, where you can add movies to your watch list. You can view trailers and a whole lot more than that as well. It's available for free on iOS and Android devices. Check it out, everybody.